and this coach is very happy.
A great chapter to begin.
Let's go! Still on his feet. Slip the tackle. 20, 15, 10.
And welcome to another edition of East LA Sports Scenes Productions, EastLASportsScene.com, as we return now for the boys Division I opening round of the playoffs. Yes, it's time for playoffs, and back at Roosevelt High School in a great gymnasium, a great facility, and they'll be taking on the Granada Hills Charter Highlanders. It's the Roosevelt Rough Riders here from Ball Heights and East Los Angeles, defending the home court. It's going to be a very good matchup. Roosevelt comes in as the 8th seed. Granada Hills right behind him at the 9th. So the talk of the town right now is this could be who knows? It could be up for grabs. Either team that plays without the most turnovers most likely will have a shot to win. And giving you a little background on Granada Hills, they come in with an overall record of 9-12, 1-4 in the West Valley League. On the other side, the Roosevelt Rough Riders, 23-5 overall and 11-1, good enough in the Eastern League for the co-champion, along with Southeast, who also made the playoffs. We'll give you lots of information during the game, the playoff brackets, who's doing what and where and when, and that will be a presentation for you, plus, of course, the play-by-play announcing of the game. So stand by, get ready, relax, root on for your favorite team, and we'll be tipping off in just a few moments. Again, this is East LA Sports Team Productions of high school boys basketball, varsity level Division I. We'll be right back. Here we go. We're all set for tonight's encounter between the number 8 seed Roosevelt Rough Riders, head coach Manny Medina, and again they come in with a 23-5 overall and 11-1 Eastern League. But now throw out those records because here it is. It's all on the line. Officiating tonight's game, Myron Stevens and Yaid Moreno. There's the tip-off. It's Granada Hills, the Highlanders. They'll take the first possession. And we'll give you the lineup. Joe Garcia, 42. Oh, out of the way, Joshua Rodriguez. Puts it up and in. 2 points. First basket of the game goes to Rough Riders, 2-0. 7:42 left in the first quarter. Just underway here, big Division I playoff. And going up for the layup is good. And okay, number 33. We'll give you the lineups here for the Highlanders in black. Noah Ramirez, he got the credit for the layup. And he come down. Let's give you now number 10. Ashton, check it. Khalil Fuentes. Forrester, Khalil Forrester, number 10. Shot taken, good, 3-pointer. Number 2 gets credit for that. 5-2 in favor of Granada Hills in black with the green lettering and numbers. And we're looking for Johnny Gomez, number 3, the mainstay of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. He's a 3-point specialist. We have 23, Kevin Lopez. We have 42, Joe Garcia. 21, Joshua Rodriguez. And 24, Romeo Avila. Clock is stopped. And they're going to check something on the floor here, looking at the players. Both referees opting in to use their face mask during the game. And you'll see that as well as the players, they have the option. So 6:49 officially left in the first quarter, but time has been taken here by the officials, and they'll probably have to work out either a uniform number or something of that nature. And we'll see how that turns out. Okay, inbounding here for the Riders. There's Rodriguez, Lopez, 3-point stance. And there's Rodriguez at the high post. Outside it comes to Gomez. Gomez averaging 26 points a game. Had a tremendous offensive year. And he likes the 3-point shot. It's going to be short. Heads out into the corner. And here comes the Highlanders. So we have 33s in there. Ramirez, Forrester, number 10. And there's 10 seconds. He did not get the ball across the timeline. Violation, turnover. Let's get you some of the others here. Number 3, Sergio Banat, number 3 for Granada Hills. Avila, he likes a 3-point shot from there. No good. Rebound goes up high. Garcia on the outside went over to try and reach upward and did not gather it in. There's Forrester. Gomez on him. Oh, good hands by Gomez. Because 2-on-2. Gomez going up for the layup. He misses. Oh. But now timeout's going to be called by this call hit Jonathan Bent. BNT. He's the head coach of Granada Hills, and we're going to step away for a moment and come right back after the timeout. Okay, there we go. We're back to the action. Trying to get all of the starters here into the game and on our book here. Unofficially, we're keeping score here as we go along. Rodriguez. Up on top, it comes over here. Dumps inside. Oh, there's contact. No whistle. They're letting them play. We're in playoffs, and now a reaching foul. It's going to go against number 24, Romeo Avila.
It's 13, 10, 3.
Okay, lineups here now. Number 2, we've got Chavez, Isaiah Chavez. Another turnover, last touch by the Highlanders. Ball awarded out of bounds to Roosevelt. 5-2, 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. 4 quarters, 35-second shot clock. 5 personal fouls, a disqualification. On the 10th team foul, we go to double bonus. Rodriguez into the lane, misses. Didn't put enough high enough off the backboard, came out short. At the 5-minute mark now left in the first quarter. Granada Hills coming in from the city of Granada Hills in the valley. They are a charter school. 0, that's Eckert. Ball's brought it away, saved. And here goes Avila for the layup. It's good. 5-4. Romeo Avila. First basket for Roosevelt. 4:33 left in the period. The winner will move on in the playoffs. We'll play on Friday in round 2. Granada Hills looking to weave it up on top. 12 is Ramirez. Short, Ramirez gets the rebound as a substitute. And here we go, 2-on-1. Gomez gives it to Avila again. Short. Oh, tipped in. Nicely. Rodriguez, number 21. And now we have Roosevelt up on top, 6-5. 4 points in the game here by Rodriguez on the boards. Gomez guarding his man. Stops. Looks like he traveled. Layup, no good. Avila. Roosevelt looking to run. Ramirez stops. Brings it up on top. Gomez, dribble drive to the basket. Stripped. Lost it. Here come the Highlanders. Oh, reaching in foul. They're going to call Kevin Lopez for that reaching in foul. Ball's going to be awarded out of bounds to Granada Hills. Here comes the inbound pass. And it's going to go to number 13. 21 into the game. Oh, good steal again by Rodriguez. He's going to go for the layup and makes it. 6 points. Rodriguez leading the way for the Riders, 8-5. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the quarter. Getting you some of the players that have been sent into the game. 33 on the basket. Noah Ramirez, he's got 4 points. 4 out of the 7. Rodriguez way up high above the 3-point line. There's Ramirez, number 12, into the game. Throws it into Rodriguez, pivots, puts it up. Blocked from behind. Good defense there by the Highlanders. And jump shot is going to be short. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Granada Hills. And a substitution coming in. And let's see who it is. The starters are in for Roosevelt. No change there. Let's see who comes in for Granada Hills. Looks like it's going to be number 15. We'll try to get that number for you. Lopez. Crossover. Oh, he throws it away. Oh, here comes Granada. That's 0. Ashton Eckert. Guarded up there on the top by Ramirez. Ramirez, number 33, trying to direct his teammate across the key. There's number 12, back to number 2, which is Chavez. Long shot, no good. Rodriguez with the rebound. Here we go, Johnny Gomez. Oh, we made the shot, but the whistle before. Yeah, number 13 for Granada Hills, Malachi Atkins. We're back to the action. Ramirez guarding Rodriguez. Oh, turnover. Avila went one way and decided to move and feinted and went the other way. And ball was passed into Granada Hills. So a turnover. 1:44 left, 8-7 in favor of the Riders. Free throw time here coming for, let's go see who it is. It looks like it's number 0. Yes, Eckert. He's going to shoot another free throw. Scores tie now, 8-8. Again, Division 1 playoff. Riders moving up from the division status from Division 2 to Division 1. Free throw, no good. Team rebound goes to Rodriguez. Joshua, first name's seniors are on the court except for Avila. Avila's only a sophomore. There's Gomez. Gomez, crossover, lets it go from 3. Oh, short. And the Highlanders come up with the rebound. That's number 10. Forrester has it. Oh, behind the back pass, here's Ramirez. He's going to try and get some room on the layup. Misses. Oh, quickly, here come the Highlanders, back and forth. Both teams missing easy shots. Oh, give and go, number 2. See that. Basket by Eckert. Ashton. 10-8, favor of Granada Hills. Ramirez, left-handed dribble. Stays with it, goes down the lane. Blocked, but a foul. Looks like they're going to charge a foul against number 21. That's Xander Holly. Zender Holly, Hollie. So Mike Ramirez heading to the line for first of 2. Oh, this is far right. Here comes the second. 42.2 seconds left in the quarter. Coming into the game, Kevin Bayardo. He misses both. Oh, Riders come away empty-handed on that free throw attempt. Here comes number 10. That's Forrester up on top. 3-point shot deep in the corner is good. Oh, Forrester buried that shot. 13-8 now in favor of Granada Hills. Roosevelt trying to get on track here before the end of the first quarter with 14 seconds. Bayardo. Oh, Rodriguez puts it up and misses. Bayardo gets it back. There's Gomez. Gomez hits a 3. Oh, buzzer beater. And there's J. Gomez. Give him 3, and that's going to cut the lead just to 2. So 13-11 in favor of the Highlanders from Granada Hills. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. This is East LA Sports Scenes Productions and EastLASportsScene.com. To the action. Gomez. Jonathan, first name, affectionately known as JJ. Avila over here to Lopez, up on top to Bayardo. Number 4, he launches from 3. It's going to be too hard. Long rebound, and that's going to come out to number 2. That's Chavez. Highlanders, Black double teaming here. 5-second count. They got to be careful for that. There's Ramirez, number 33, picked up by Lopez. Dribble drive. Oh, it's on a pass. Myron Stevens and Yair Moreno have been assigned by the LA City section of Signer to cover this playoff game. And there's Granada Hills. Oh, stolen nicely. Rodriguez all the way. Oh, he misses. Oh, my goodness. No foul. Referee did not declare a foul on it. Oh, ball knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Rodriguez. He came back and from behind knocked it away. 7:14 left, 13-11 in favor of Granada Hills Charter School. Good turnout here from both schools. And, ball's last touch by Roosevelt. So Chavez, Renault, Ramirez in the ball game. Ball batted away. Roosevelt again. An opportunity, 3-on-2. Rodriguez. There's Lopez up on top to Gomez. Gomez wants to see if he can take his man one-on. Oh, there's going to be a tripping foul. Donnie Gomez falls to the floor, gets right back up. 6:59 left in the half. Kevin Bayardo is number 4. And he has it in his hand. Goes around a screen by Avila. Back to Lopez, dribble drive. Over here to Rodriguez. Out to Bayardo for 3. No good. No rebounding there on the perimeter by the Riders. They're in a man-to-man. 6:40 left in the half. There's Eckert, 0. Picked up by Lopez. Ramirez, good behind the back pass. Ball fought for. Rodriguez comes up with it for Roosevelt. Riders quickly into the front court. Here's Avila. Lopez, cross court over to Rodriguez. Back to Gomez. 6:15 left in the half. Bayardo, dribble drive. Comes out here to Lopez for a 3-pointer. Oh, no good. Rebound tipped away. Rodriguez trying to get in position for some offensive rebounds. The Riders just have not found the good rhythm yet. They're getting opportunities, but they're just not capitalizing. Ball nearly stolen, batted away by Gomez. Chavez, number 2, 0. Has it, puts up a jump shot, short, and Bayardo comes up with it. That was Eckert who took the last shot. Bayardo again, dribble drive, going up. Gives it to Romeo Avila. Shot taken, no good. Let's see if it's going to be a 3-pointer or not. But Avila was the man. He had the look and he was open. They're going to rule it a 3-point attempt. Here comes Avila. He can give the Riders a lead if he makes all 3. But I'm sure he and Coach Medina will take them one at a time. First one's good. Comes the second one. Good. And let's see if he can make all 3 in a row here. So 13-13. It's going to be the third and final free throw for Romeo Avila. He's only a sophomore. Shot is up and perfect. Riders back with the lead, 14-13, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. Opening round of Division Boys Final. And let's see here, Roosevelt in white. Shot taken from the elbow, in and out. Oh, and it looks like the Highlanders are picking up all of the loose balls. And there is a 3-pointer. And that's going to give the Highlanders a lead back with 2 points at 16-14. Gomez been quiet. There's Garcia. Jump hook, no good. 4:48 left in the half. Number 8 seed is Roosevelt. Number 9 seed is Granada Hills Charter. Oh, that was Eckert with 0. Ramirez, 33. Round his man. Bayardo puts up a shot. Good. 18-14. A 4-point lead here. Ramirez puts up a 8-foot jump shot on the baseline. Gomez. Oh, look out. Oh, anticipation by number 33, Ramirez. He draws a lot of contact on Gomez. Common foul. Ball's going to be awarded out of bounds to the Riders. Still plenty of time here in the ballgame. Granada Hills Charter comes out of the West Valley League and played an abbreviated schedule, coming in at 1-4. Roosevelt played all 12 of their league games in the Eastern League. Gomez held right now only to 1 3-point shot. Dribble drive, puts it up. Good. Johnny Gomez. 5 points in the game. 2-point lead for Granada Hills. 18-16. 3:45 left in the half. Roosevelt in white. Granada Hills in black. Jump shot. Hits the back of the rim. No good. Avila stops. Gives it over to Johnny Gomez. Over comes to Kevin Lopez, 23. Back to Avila. They're working it up on the top perimeter. In zone 2 there on offense. Gomez looking to launch that 3-point shot. Puts it up in the lane. No good. Rebound fought for by Garcia. Oh, almost gathered by Lopez. Missed it by a fraction of a second. 3 minutes now left in the half. Granada Hills Charter 18. Roosevelt Rough Riders 60. Oh, charging. Player control foul goes against. Let's see who that was on the dribble. Looks like that was number 12. No, number 10. Check that. Number 10. That was Forrester. Khalil Forrester. Clock moving now. 2:55. Gomez walking up into the front court. City section playoff games now are underway. All divisions. And Rodriguez tried to back his way into the key, but it went off his foot. Off the left foot, turnover. We'll calculate that most schools have about 8, maybe 9 turnovers each here in the first half. There's Chavez, number 2. Gomez, good defense. Double team. Back it comes over here. Bernat, number 3. Oh, shot taken off balance. Forrester. Kyle Forrester fouled in the act of shooting. 2:26 left. Roosevelt 18. Check that, 16. Granada Hills 18. Going to the line is number 10 on his jersey, Forrester. Let's see what he does here. Oh, he gets it to go. Second free throw coming. That gives the Highlanders a 3-point lead, 19-16. Second free throw is good. 4-point lead now, 20-16. Manny Medina gives his play that he once called to Johnny Gomez. Goes down to Rodriguez. Now he gets around his defender. Ramirez back in the game. Lopez. Avila stops. Gives it to Lopez. Lopez stops, gets it back into Rodriguez. Off the backboard, no good. Just coming up short. Oh, the ball stayed alive, and Lopez, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound. Rodriguez up high, puts it up, no good. And Rodriguez has at least 10 rebounds in the first half. He just can't gather himself up to to draw the basket or make the basket. 1:42 left in the first half. Forrester over here in the corner. And there it is, Eckert. Oh, underneath. Oh, blocked from behind by Lopez. Avila. Good play there on defense. The Riders got back. Here's Gomez. Goes into the key. Oh, ball's turned over. Gomez dribbled. And the defender stuck his hand in and knocked it away. Shot taken from the corner. It's a little too far. Ramirez with an air ball. Up court it goes. Lopez. Back to Gomez. Gomez looking for an opening. He's going to launch from way downtown. Good! Gomez! That's what the doctor ordered. 19 now for the Riders. They trail by 1, 20-19. That's what Johnny Gomez lives for. On those 25-foot jump shots. It was well beyond the three-point arc. And Johnny Gomez took his time and buried it, giving him 8 points here in the half. Substitution coming in for both teams. Garcia for Roosevelt. And number 22, Jeremy Gamble. Number 22 for Granada Hills Charter. Inbounding underneath their own basket is Granada Hills. Stopping. And referee signal an infraction against Granada Hills. Looks like it might have been an offensive foul underneath the basket, off the ball. 42 seconds left. And now the Riders trailing by 1 point. Substitution coming in is number 4, Mason Kim. Mason Kim, number 4. Here we go. Clock starts at 40 seconds. The Roosevelt Rough Riders will have to get a shot off due to the shot clock at 35. Garcia, Gomez, he's feeling it. Misses. Oh! And all the way going down the court was Kim. He was all alone, but he just couldn't get the outlet pass out to him. 18 seconds left. Dribbling the ball, number 14. Oh, there's going to be a foul. He was an airborne shooter. And going back to the free throw line is going to be Forrester. Kyle Forrester, number 10. He'll get 2 shots. 8.9 seconds. Plenty of time for the Riders to get a shot off. Forrester going for the first free throw. Good. 21-19, 2-point game. Bayardo checks back in for the Riders, giving Ramirez a breather to check out. Here comes Forrester's second free throw. And too hard. Rebound, quickly. Roosevelt with a chance to tie or to go ahead with a 3-point shot. Lopez puts up a shot from the corner, no good. That will do it. And that's going to be it for the scoring in the first half. And you'll see on the board, take a good look there with our picture with our videographer, Ricky Siementhal. Getting you a shot there. 10-minute break. It's 21-19, and we'll be back after the halftime intermission. This is East LA Sports Scene Productions and EastLASportsScene.com. start the second half of play. 16 minutes left in the contest, 2 8-minute quarters. And there is the referee, Yair Moreno, ready to hand it off to number 2. That's Isaiah Chavez to inbound. And Lopez was on here. Oh, shot taken right away. 3-pointer, no good. That was number 10. Forrester took the shot, almost got it, but Garcia with the rebound. Up on top, there comes to Gomez, over to Lopez, number 23. Up on top to JJ. JJ on the dribble, spins. Oh, he tried to pass it in traffic, and it was taken away by Forrester. He got his hand on it. Ramirez, reaching in foul. Referees are going to be watching all kinds of activity here for the hands. And the winner of this game will move on into round 2. It's going to be the winner of Westchester and George Washington. That will be played inbound and come. Oh, nice layup on a good inbound feed. And that's number 3. Gets credit for the basket. Sergio Banat, B-A-N-N-A-T. 23-19, 4-point lead. Lopez answers with a 3. Yes, Kevin Lopez. 23-22, so we're going to have to heat the microwave here for the Roosevelt Rough Riders and try to get some space. Oh, pass goes out here on the perimeter. Oh, good attempt, but short. Garcia with the rebound. Riders can take the lead. Gallardo, dribble drive. Looking for Gomez. Watch out for the closely guarded. Oh, he can dribble again. He knocked the ball out of his hands. Gallardo goes around a screen by Garcia. Dribble drive, puts it up. Blocked. Fights it for it, and here's Garcia with a 4-footer. Good, Joe Garcia. And there's the lead back to the Riders. 24-23. Granada Hills held the lead for most of the first half. And there is Lopez. Double team with Garcia up on Forrester. Eckert's in, number 0. Forrester between his legs. Oh, Rodriguez. Ball's on the floor. Going to go to Roosevelt. Arrow. Indicator against or for Roosevelt. And it was knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Granada, so the arrow still favors the Riders. So that was not any type of alternating possession play. Up on top to Lopez between his legs, crossover, gets careless with the ball. Oh, steal by Gallardo. 3-on-2. Lopez feeling it. Oh, rebound, put up. Rodriguez. That was 26-23. 7 quick points here for the Riders to go up by 3 points. 5:22 left in the third period. Oh, good steal here. Oh, they're going to call travel. But Rodriguez gets credit for the steal. He was on his back, but he never stood up. He never stood up. We got to look at that call. Inbound, Forrester having a problem getting it in. It's going to be a foul now. Foul's going to be called on, let's see who they give it to. They're going to say it was against Roosevelt. Ball's going to be inbounded here, right in front of the stands. Beautiful gymnasium here, Roosevelt, state of the art. 5:14 left in the third quarter. Roosevelt up by 3. Ramirez on the dribble drive, throws it underneath. Shot taken and it goes in. 21 for Granada Hills. He gets credit for the basket. 26-25. Xander Holly. Avila. Cross court. Gallardo. It's too hard. Good rebound by Garcia. And Garcia. Oh, they're going to call it for traveling. Whoa. Ball comes out of bounds to Granada underneath the Roosevelt basket. 2 turnovers. Gabe Roosevelt from bringing the ball into the front court. Ramirez, Noah's first name, in the key. Gives it to his teammate, puts it up, no good. Rodriguez gets the rebound. Behind the back. It goes up all the way. No good. Rebound, Garcia fought for. Here comes the Highlanders the other way. Oh, big block underneath. Good. And it's picked up by number 0. Okay, we're going to give it to number 0 for the Highlanders. They take the lead back, 27-26. Rodriguez spins, puts it up. Garcia. Oh, he slipped and he missed the layup. And we go the other way for Ramirez with the basket. 29-26 in favor of the Highlanders. Johnny Gomez going to be put back in the game very quickly here. Roosevelt took the lead and bad off the side of the basket. They go the other way. Layup, no good. Where are the rebounders for Roosevelt? They're not coming back onto the playing court. And a rebound on a reach-in. Ball's going to be awarded to Riders. 3:27 left. And the pace is quickening here. Fast and furious. It's going to be Roosevelt. Ball out of bounds in their backcourt. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. Gomez has the ball. Picked up by number 22. That's Gamble. Gomez pops from 3 points. Good! His third three-pointer of the game. And Roosevelt now is going to put a press on. Gomez at the lead of the press. Shot taken, no good. Ball out of bounds to Roosevelt. 29-29, scores tied. Ball awarded to the Riders after another three-point shot by J.J. Gomez. That's his specialty. 2:55 left in the third quarter. Playoffs, Boys Division I. 8 seed Roosevelt, 9 seed Granada Hills. Ball flicked away and out of bounds. Ball awarded to Roosevelt. Pace is quickening here. Ramirez into the game. Has it out of bounds. Looking in. Garcia puts up a jumper. Good! Joe Garcia, 4 points here in the third quarter. Gives Roosevelt the lead back by 2, 31-29. Oh, nearly a steal. Oh, double team. Lopez and Gomez put the double team there on Forrester and nearly got away with that. Referee ruled a foul, hit on the arm. The intensity levels going high, reaching up to the 10 mark. Ramirez over here, number 21. 3-point shot. That was Holly. Avila. Oh, a little too high for Ramirez. Gets it back out, saves it. That was Corona, number 1, underneath. Oh, Lopez. And, on the floor goes Johnny Gomez. The war on the floor. As the Riders take a 4-point lead, 33-29. Listen to the crowd. And they roar their approval for Roosevelt. 2:05 left in the quarter. And it looks like they're going to take a 30-second timeout. So the pace is lifted and quickened tremendously here. And let's give you a quick scoring recap here in the third quarter. Eckert, 5 for Granada Hills. Bernat, 2. Holly, 2. And Noah Ramirez with 2. For the Riders, Rodriguez, Joshua, 2. J.J. Gomez with 3. Kevin Lopez, 5. And Joe Garcia with 4. Giving the Riders a 4-point lead at 33-29. Playoff basketball high school division here, LA City section. Coach Medina is asking his players to leave it all on the floor. Leading by example was J.J. Gomez. Here we go, clock starting. Forrester. Cahill is his first name. Back it goes. 3-point shot, Forrester. Good. Whoa. Downtown. 3-point shot right there. 33-32 in favor of the Riders. Up here goes to Rodriguez. After a pick by Gomez. Got it back. Puts it up. And Rodriguez scored. Joshua Rodriguez puts in the miss by Johnny Gomez, who had a shot block, got it, did the right thing, and went back up with it. 35-32. Here's Joshua Rodriguez. He's a senior looking to make a 3-point play the conventional way with the putback and the foul. One to come here for Rodriguez. Bends the knees, puts it up. No good. And Ramirez runs it down in the corner. Eckert from behind puts it up. That was number 21. Holly. 35-34 Roosevelt. Over to Bayardo. Oh, he drug his pivot foot. Bayardo, number 4 for the Riders. 1:10 left in the third quarter. This could go down to the wire. As we mentioned in the intro here, it could be going to the team with the least number of turnovers. Jonathan Bent in his third year at Granada Hills Charter, coming off a 9-12, 1-4 record this season. Ball goes back to Forrester. Ramirez, dribble drive. Oh, ball nearly knocked away. Inside it goes for a jumper, no good. Rebound, back out to Ramirez, lets it go from 3, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Granada Hills. And Roosevelt will get that one. They lead it by 1 with 43 seconds left. J.J. Gomez walking the ball into the front court. They have to get a shot off within the 35 seconds. Over here comes Avila. Avila dribble drive. Stops. Gives it to Gomez. Puts it up off the backboard. No good. Rebound. Joshua Rodriguez. There's a three-pointer. No good. Ball fought for. Garcia comes up with it. Oh, good hustle play by Garcia. He just ran out of room. 21.4 seconds left in the quarter. The Riders protecting a 1-point lead. Lots of opportunities here for both teams. They're just missing those easy 2 and 3 footers. 15 seconds now. Dribble drive comes over here to Holly. Holly looking for Forrester. Back door. Shot put up. And he gets the rebound. He gets the bucket to go. And Gomez. Oh, Gomez! Gomez makes it. Oh! A 50-footer for Johnny Gomez. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, did you see that shot? 38-36. And that was a tremendous play from way in the backcourt, right by the white line. So we figure 90 feet, 45 at the half-court line, and another 5 feet maybe extra. Roughly a 50-footer by Johnny Gomez. He banked it off of the glass, and it went in for the perfect three-pointer. So 38-36 in favor of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. So it's going to be, let's see who's ball out of bounds when they come. It should be an arrow pointing to the Roosevelt Rough Riders. We've got ourselves a ball game, ladies and gentlemen, 38-36. $19 points put up in the period by the Riders. So let's see if the adrenaline and the stimuli from that three-point shot by Gomez will propel the Riders with even more momentum. Here he goes. Gomez gets it into the front court. Rodriguez Dribble drive. And Romeo Avila, no. Rebound tapped out by Granada Hills. And here comes number 2. Chavez walks it into the front court. Oh, rebound, 2-on-1. Here comes Gomez in the middle. Puts it up, blocked. Out of bounds, it's going to go to the Riders. So Johnny Gomez got into the lane and did go for the Euro step, which you saw. He extended that non-pivot foot outward. Oh, ball stolen on the inbound pass. Oh, Rodriguez saved. Beautiful defensive play by Rodriguez. Romeo Avila gives it to Gomez. Gomez, dribble drive. Puts up an 18-footer. Good! As we start the fourth quarter, Gomez on fire. 40-36, 4-point lead. No lead is safe in this game here. There's Ramirez back in the ball game. Ball near, it is stolen by Gomez. Gomez. Oh. We should have let the ball go. Should have let the ball go. Ball got blocked and it stayed on Johnny's body. And then he should have let the ball go and it would have been a free dribble. And the ball's going to be given to Granada Hills, 6:52 left. (40-36). Okay, ball's going to be whistled to go in bounds here. And Granada Hills way in the back court. Atkins is in the ball game. Malachi Atkins, number 13 for Granada. There's Ramirez Boa in the key. Puts it up. Good. 33, Noah Ramirez. 40-38, favor of Roosevelt. 6:32 left. Oh, a lot of hand checking. They're going to calm things down out there. Gomez was fouled on the dribble drive. Tempers are flaring. Coach Bent came out to talk to his player. And they're going to restore some order here at 6:28. Let's stop it right there. There was a foul on the dribble drive as Gomez had the defender all over him. And finally they blew a whistle. And then they both were underneath the basket. It got tangled up there. And the players must have said something to each other. So that's probably what provoked the altercation. So luckily, no technical fouls were called. It's going to be Roosevelt ball with 6:28. And Bayardo's into the ball game. He's going to be taken out. Garcia comes back in, number 42. Joe Garcia. Here we go now. Ball's going to be inbounded. And there's the referee checking something at the table. Thank you. Okay, inbounds, here we go. And there's Gomez with it. Gomez picked up there, up on top, around the screen. Rodriguez, Garcia. Garcia gets his rebound. Blocked, they say, now a foul. On the third attempt by the big center, Joe Garcia, he drew the foul with 6:14 left. He's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Working hard, you get rebounds. Oh, they're going to rule it on the floor, not in the act of shooting. Avila again will inbound. There's Lopez. Lopez on a dribble drive, stops. Out on top it goes to Rodriguez. There is Gomez. Oh, ball knocked out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Highlanders. And that is Granada Hills. So Roosevelt dodges the bullet there on that pass. There's Gomez. Gomez. He's found his range here. Gomez has 4 3-pointers in the game. 4. 16 points. Leading all scorers here. Rodriguez across. It goes to Lopez. Dribble drive. Puts up a jumper. No good. Garcia misses. An easy putback. Oh, the Riders blowing opportunities under the basket. And there's number 2. That is Chavez. Chavez picked up by Lopez. Chavez brings it back out. Forrester. Rebound. Garcia snatches it. Gives it to Rodriguez. And now over to J.J. Gomez. Number 3. Walking it into the front court. He's got to hurry. Goes around a pick by Rodriguez. Gomez. Back it goes here to Lopez. And Gomez lets it go 3. And good rebound by Garcia. Then Lopez. 3-pointer. Good. Oh, Kevin Lopez. Big 3-pointer. 5-point lead. 43-38. As the Riders fought for that rebound and kept it alive. And there's the result. The 3-point shot by Lopez. Another 3-pointer taken. This time it was by number 10 again. That's Forrester. He missed. Cross it goes to Rodriguez. Lopez, and here's a whistle off. Timeout. Coach Medina went all the way down to the corner to get the referee's attention. Very smart play by Coach Medina. He wanted a timeout to talk things over at 4:38. And let's take a look into the benches for both teams as Ricky Siementhal, our videographer for tonight, gets a good shot into the huddles. And introducing my production assistant tonight, Jocelyn Chavez, here at Roosevelt. Both students here in the leadership program for the Roosevelt High School Rough Riders, helping out here on East LA Sports Scene Production and EastLASportsScene.com. We will invite everyone to watch on YouTube the replay of this game as soon as we're able to post it up on our website. So, we're going to be back to action with the ringing of that buzzer. Roosevelt will have the ball in their own front court. Lead has grown to 5, but it's been a battle. Both teams, again, their own enemies, missing easy 2 to 3-footers on rebounds. Yeah, here we go now. Avila. Went right through the hands. And number 2, that was Chavez. Almost got it. And Chavez got his hand on it. So we have Chavez. We have Ramirez. We have Eckert. These are for Granada Hills. We have 21. That's Holly. And Forrester in there for the Highlanders from Granada Hills. Johnny Garcia puts it up. It's going to be short. No! We got the bounce! Oh, my goodness! The shooter's touch. 45-38, Roosevelt. Well, here we go now. Dribble drive. Ball's nearly stolen. Forrester. Picked up by Rodriguez. And it goes to Ramirez. Dribbles. Oh, Garcia bats it away. Picks it up again. There's Chavez. Dribble drive. Shot taken. No good. And that's going to be Eckert. But they're going to rule travel. He slipped on his pivot foot in a move. So a good call by the official. And there's Bayardo, Kevin, first name. 7-point lead for the Riders. 3 minutes and 41 seconds left. Rodriguez. Back it goes over here. Up on top it goes to Gomez. Crossover dribble. And into the corner it goes over to Bayardo. He gets it. Avila puts up a jumper. Good! Romeo Avila. 47-38. 7-point lead. 3 minutes left and 10 seconds. Roosevelt Gymnasium getting loud here. There's number 21, Holly. Puts up a jumper. Holly silences the crowd. And there's going to be a timeout taken by Granada Hills. Now we'll be back in a moment. We're going to let both teams listen to the coaches, and we'll take a timeout here at East LA Sports Scene Productions. Okay. And here we go. We're going back onto the floor for the live action. We heard the second buzzer. And it's after basket made by Granada Hills Charter. That was by Holly. And that stopped the bleeding for the moment. But let's see what the Roosevelt Rough Riders do on this possession coming up. And they get it in. Here's Gomez. It's going to be a full court press. 2-2-1. Oh, nearly stolen. It is stolen. Oh, charging. Oh, they're going to rule charging by, not charging, blocking. Blocking call against Joshua Rodriguez. But there was a 2-2-1 full court press by the Highlanders, and it bothered the Riders. So much so that they turned the ball over. And going to the line is 0. That's going to be Eckert. The first one is good. That drops the lead down to 6 points, 47-41. Garcia and Ramirez go out. Bayardo and Avila come in. 2:56 left in the game. Team fouls. Riders 5, Highlanders 4. Second shot's going to be short. Oh, knocked out of bounds. Oh! The rule that was touched by Rodriguez. So Granada Hills will gladly take that. Ball's underneath their own basket. Oh, Ramirez goes up for a shot. He's going to be fouled from behind. So the Riders living dangerously with turnovers. 2:54 left in the contest. Noah Ramirez, he's going to step to the line to shoot 2. So we have Forrester, number 10. Chavez, number 2. Ramirez, 33. And he makes the first. We have Holly is in there, number 21. 47-42, second free throw, good. 4-point lead. So here's Gomez. Riders need to find a rhythm here to get a basket. Bayardo goes in, back out, turned over on a bad pass. Instead of bringing it out, he passed it. Oh, and there's a shot underneath. Forrester gets the basket. They trail by 2. The Riders. Rodriguez puts it up and in. Joshua Rodriguez took it himself all the way to the hole and racked it. Shot taken. No good. Knocked out of bounds. Good defense there by Rodriguez. That was 0. Eckert on that dribble drive, and he lost it. Then he touched it as it went out of bounds. 4-point lead, 49-45. Timeout call by Coach Medina. Let's take a look at the score here. Set the table for all of our viewers. Taking a look at the scoreboard for the Roosevelt Rough Riders here in their gymnasium. Clearly stated, Riders 49, guess which is the Granada Hills Highlanders 45. Team foul 6 for the Riders, 4 for the Granada Hills Charter Highlanders. Okay, so that sets the stage here. Timeouts left, the Riders 3, and we'll call Granada Hills with 2. And you see we're in the 4th and final period of the game. The winner moves on, and they'll play on Friday, the winner of the Westchester and George Washington High School Prep. And that will be again on Friday, 4 o'clock. And the number 1 seed is Westchester, so if they win, the game will obviously be there at Westchester. Roosevelt now looking to hang on here. Oh, one thing about setting the table here for the game status, the arrow is favoring Granada Hills. So if there's a jump ball or a held ball, alternating possession will favor Granada Hills. So everything is on the line. Everything is in full view of all the fans here. Turned out for an excellent evening here Wednesday, and it is February the 16th. Gomez into the front court. Bayardo, he wants to let go. 3-pointer, no good. Oh, he took a quick shot after the timeout. Oh, Gomez nearly steals it. Dribble drive, Eckert puts up a jumper. No good. Going back to the free throw line is Eckert. First name Ashton. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. He can bring it to within 2 if he makes both. Right now it's 49-45. 1:59 left in the contest. 1:59. Here is the first free throw. Perfect. 49-46. Garcia back in the game for Bayardo. Bayardo had a good look, but he has not been in range of his scoring potential. Here comes Eckert for a second attempt. And it's good. 2-point game, 49-47. Referee now, Myron Stevens, whistle, a foul, so we give Granada Hills a team foul there. And the Riders have now run out of team fouls. It's going to be bonus for Granada next time there's a foul by Roosevelt. Here's Gomez. He wants to get around. Nice to Garcia. Garcia gets it again off the miss, off of the blocks, I should say. And puts it in nicely for a 2-foot shot. Shot taken, no good. Rebound, fought for. Oh, we go the other way. Gomez. Tried to do too much. He did it one time. Ball quickly over to Eckert. Eckert up on top. 1:22 left. Roosevelt had a great opportunity there. Ball stolen away by Gomez. Brought right back. And the jump ball is going to favor Charter Granada Hills. The next one will belong to Roosevelt. 1 minute and 16 seconds, 4-point lead for the Riders, 51-47. Inbounding, it's going to come out here. Oh, Rodriguez. Foul, it's going to call foul, yes. Ball's going to be out of bounds to Roosevelt. The lead referee came all the way across and is Avila, check that. Rodriguez went out to intercept. He got undercut from behind. Avila inbounding now to Gomez. In the backcourt it goes. Let's see if they run some time off the clock. Gomez behind the back. Crossover dribble. Shot taken by Avila. No good. And they go the other way. Eckert. And he makes it. 51-49. 55 seconds left. Did Roosevelt hold on? Here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets it into the front court. Cross it goes. Another three-pointer. Good. Avila. The answer with a 3. It's good. Eckert into the key. Three-pointer. Good. That's Chavez. Back-to-back three-pointers are answered. 54-52. Wow. First Avila, then Chavez. Chavez had been very quiet since the first quarter, and he had a three-pointer then he answers now with the second. Going to come at a better time, 54-52. Everyone's holding their breath here. Their timeout was taken on the floor. Resetting the table here. Roosevelt and let's call it Granada Hills Charter. They're both out of fouls. The next team foul will be 1-1 for both sides. And timeouts left with Granada Hills, only one for Coach Jonathan Bent. And Manny Medina still has 3. He's got a bundle. And he's got the lead with 35 seconds left. And Roosevelt could save it for a shot clock consumption to run out the clock. But you better know that Coach Bent's going to get him fouled. Ask his players to foul Roosevelt and put them at the line to earn their points. So there is the buzzer now. As we got a nail biter, but we're in nitty-gritty time. 2-point lead for the Riders. Gomez They're going to need to get him the ball inbounds. He runs, Avila runs the sideline, or the baseline. And here's Gomez. Gomez has to get it into the front court. He gets it in there. And there's a foul. And there's a foul there on Forrester. 1-1. Both ways, 1-1. Gomez stepping to the line. That's Johnny's a very good free throw shooter. He shoots about 80%. He needs the first one, though, to get the second. Captain Jonathan J.J. Gomez at the line. Dribbles for rhythm. And he puts it up. No good. Rebound, Garcia. And Arrow's going to favor Roosevelt. So, luckily for the Riders, they have the ball out of bounds with 25 seconds left. Gomez uncharacteristically missed that bonus. And there the referees now asked to step in there and mediate what's going on. Gomez asking the referees to watch the reaching. Ball given to Gomez. Here he goes again. $18 points here for Johnny Gomez. One and one again for the leader of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. This was good. Gomez looking for the second. Dribble. And there is, he missed again. 55-52, 3-point lead, 20 seconds left. Riders need to not foul. And there's a reach-in foul against Garcia. Going to the line for the Highlanders will be number 2, Chavez. He comes off a huge 3-point shot. So he's going to shoot a bonus himself. Let's see if he makes the first, he gets the second. 15.4 seconds left. First one's good. So he gets the second. 2-point lead, 55-53. It's going to come down to the wire with free throws. There's the second. Oh, he missed. Rebound. Rodriguez. He gets fouled. Oh, my goodness. 13.9 seconds left in the game. Couldn't have asked for a better matchup here. The 8 versus the 9 in terms of seeding. The West Valley team coming in from Granada Hills Charter. And the home team, the Roosevelt Rough Riders, coming out of Ball Heights of East Los Angeles, California. Here is Joshua Rodriguez, the senior, looking for a 1-and-1. No good. Ball's alive. 10 seconds coming up. They need 2. Do not give them the 3. Don't foul them on the 3. Watch the reaching. Oh, with 2.2 seconds. Oh, chance to tie the game. Coming for 0. That is Eckert. So the Riders shooting with the foul. Eckert, he makes it. One shot left. 55-54. A lot of pressure on Eckert. And he makes it. Tying the game at 55-55. We said it would come down to the wire. And the Riders got caught with the reaching foul. And that put Eckert at the line. And he's had himself a very good fourth quarter. Unofficially, we have him for 7 points. And we have them for about 15 in the game. So here comes the timeout. Both teams are talking. Coaches are coaching. Players will have to play. With 2.2 seconds left, it's going to be Roosevelt's ball out of bounds way in their backcourt. And both teams now setting the table with 9 fouls each, so the next one's double bonus automatically. So if we go to overtime, that will be in effect. And let's see, timeouts left. Coach Medina has one. He'll pick up the extra timeout if we go to overtime. So the fans have been treated to an excellent high school Division I playoff game here tonight at Roosevelt High School. Charter Hills or Granada Hills Highlanders versus the Roosevelt High School Rough Riders from the Eastern League. And here it comes. And Rodriguez over. Oh, he does not get it off. Does not get it off. Overtime. So we shall see what we shall see in the overtime period. And high school will award a playing time. I believe they're going to put 4 minutes, maybe 5. And let's see what the referees do now. They'll give them a resting period here in between the fourth quarter and the overtime. Referees tonight, Myron Stevens along with Yair Moreno. Myron is the referee, the crew chief, and the umpire is Yair Moreno. Both selected by the LA City section, CIF, for refereeing due to their skills and abilities. So it will be a jump ball to start, and then we will continue from where we left off with the 9 team fouls. The timeouts, they should get an extra. That will give Roosevelt 3 and Granada Hills 2. So they will send their troops out here in a minute. Look for Eckert for Granada Hills 0 to be in the game, along with Chavez, Forrester number 10, Ramirez 33. We'll get the 5th player here in a minute. We call number 21, that's going to be Xander Holly. Those are the starters for Granada Hills. Okay, they're going to line up here. Well, we had no time on the clock here, so let's see what the referee is going to call. They have not put the time on, and there was a tip-off that one of the referees was going to administer a free throw. So let's see how that works. So they're taking a lot of time here to decide what's going to happen. There's no time on the clock. All players are on the court. We couldn't see what happened at the end of the game there. But from our perspective, Gomez did not get the shot off and time had expired. Now we see the referee coming over here to his position so he can toss the ball and hopefully get the overtime period underway. 4 minutes, that's what they're putting up, 4 minutes. So we are going to have overtime. Something happened after the game, we don't know, so Granada Hills is going to shoot free throws. So he makes the first. So we don't know what the call was, but he makes the second. So Granada Hills also gets the ball back. So very, very weird situation here. The Riders penalized after the game, possibly for something they might have said to the referees. We don't know. Anyway, here we go. Back to the action. There is Ramirez. He tries to go up against Rodriguez. Puts it up. No good. He's short. And there's Hollister. got the rebound and comes back out. Ramirez in there for Roosevelt. Rodriguez, number 21. And there's Eckert, number 0. Dribbling. Avila on top of him. Jump shot is good. Number 21. He gets the bucket. Number 21. Now it's a 4-point lead. 59-55. Gomez on a dribble drive. Puts it up. Oh, no foul. He didn't draw the body. So Johnny Gomez does not get the call. We go the other way. Oh. Back up on top we go for Granada Hills. Gomez. Over it goes to 21. That's Holly. Oh, stolen by Lopez. He's going to take his time. Lays it up. Kevin Lopez. And here we go. Full court press for the Riders. 59-57. They trail it. 2:34 left. And there is Eckert signaling his players to move into position. There's Holly, number 21. Xander Holly. Oh, stolen away by Gomez. Let's see if he can draw the foul. Oh, Rodriguez. Oh, and Gomez tried to grow up on the dribble and could not control it. Threw it up, but Rodriguez was there for the rebound. Great instinct there by Joshua Rodriguez. And he could not do anything with it. The ball went out of bounds off of him. So give him credit for a tremendous game for Joshua Rodriguez. He's gonna come out for a minute to bring in Garcia. 2 minutes and 10 seconds is all that's left in this game. And the ball's gonna be handed in and passed into Eckert. Ashton's his first name, dribbled into the front court. Picked up by Lopez. Lopez, good matchup there. Lopez has good hands. Oh, looks like he traveled. Yes, he did. Good call by the official to move that pivot foot and slid. Big break there for the Riders. 59-57. They trailed by 2. There's still mystery free throws. We don't know what happened. There's no public address announcer in high school. And here comes Gomez. Gomez around a pick by Garcia. Another pick. Goes to Garcia, puts up a jumper. Good in the key. Beautiful give and go. Joe Garcia. 6th point in the game. First in overtime. Tie ball game. 1:30 left. There's Chavez, number 2 on his jersey. On top it comes to Eckert. Guarded by Lopez. Man-to-man for the Riders. Now he moves to the right. Gomez. Ramirez. Oh, puts up a layup. Good. Dribble drive to the basket. 61-59 with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. Riders down by 2. Gomez looking around for the pick. Goes up. Puts it up and in. Gomez ties the ball game. 61-61. 50 seconds left in the game. There is Chavez getting it across half court. Now, coach will take a timeout. That's his last timeout for the Granada Hills Highlanders by Coach Bent. And let's keep our camera there on the huddles, 61-61. And take a look at the scoreboard if we have a chance to do that before we start play again. But it's the mystery to start the overtime. We'll try to find that out and learn what happened there, that before the time was put up on the board, Granada Hills was given 2 free throws. They were made. And that was by Eckert. You made 2 pressure free throws there. Then they got the ball out of bounds to start the overtime period. And Roosevelt has fought back to tie it. And we have 6 points each in this period of overtime. The 5th period, 4 minutes only. So here we go. They break the huddle. Garcia, Rodriguez, Lopez, Ramirez, and let's see, Avila. And Coach Medina taking J.J. Gomez out just for a second. And hopefully he'll get back up in the game on offense. So for defense, it comes here to Chavez to start the final 44 seconds of the game. Hopefully, unless it goes to another overtime period. Eckert. Ramirez. He likes to drive. He gets in the key. Puts it up and in. 63-61. Noah Ramirez. Timeout call by Coach Medina. And with that, we're going to take a break real quick and come back with the conclusion of this first round playoff, Roosevelt versus Granada Hills. Here we go now. The buzzer sounds and the teams will come back onto the court. And let's see if the Riders will be able to tie it or possibly win it with the three-point shot, whether it's a field goal or and one. Let's see what happens. They have their own destiny in their hands now. Gomez back in the ball game. And he's going to be picked up by Holly, number 21. It's man-to-man here for the Highlanders. Number 13 comes in. That's going to be Atkins, Malachi. One timeout left for Granada Hills, 2 for Roosevelt. And Gomez gets the ball. 22 seconds now. He's going to go around the screen by Rodriguez. Puts it up off the backboard. No good. Tip in. No good. Rodriguez. And the arrow is going to favor Roosevelt. They'll get the ball with 13.2 seconds. So Gomez missed. Garcia missed. And Coach Medina wants to take another timeout. They're going to have the ball underneath their own basket with 13.2 seconds left. So we ask you to take a breather. Stick with us. We're coming back here on East LA Sports Scene Productions and EastLASportsScene.com. Be right back with the conclusion, hopefully, of the game or possibly into overtime. A second. Okay, the buzzer sounds, and here we go. Roosevelt looking to tie or possibly go ahead with 13.2 seconds left. There's the whistle. Romeo Avila with the ball. He gets it into Garcia. Garcia has a block. The jump ball is going to favor Granada Hills in their own backcourt. So Coach Medina wanted it to go deep inside, down into the post play for Garcia. And we were waiting on him for the go-up or the putback, and they timed it nicely and blocked it. And then there was a scramble for the ball, and it turned into a jump ball for the arrow favoring the Granada Hills Highlanders. So we'll give you a basic summary of what we have so far. Everything we give you is unofficial because we are not the official scorebook. But it's 63-61 in favor of Granada Hills. 9.5 seconds left. Both teams are in the double bonus. And Granada Hills out of timeouts. Roosevelt one left. So a lot will happen when we resume play. And in the overtime, Ashton Eckert leading his team with 4 points. Holly with the bucket, along with Ramirez with the bucket. Or possibly 2 buckets. We didn't give him credit for that last layup. And then we have Johnny Gomez with 2, Kevin Lopez with 2, and Joe Garcia with 2. That's been the scoring, at least towards the latter part of the game. So here we are now. Granada Hills has an inbound play here. We have Acton is over here on the wing. And there's Chavez inbounding. And here goes. Reaching in foul. 0.5 seconds goes off the clock. 9 seconds left even. And let's see if they're going to put it at the free throw line. That's going to be Forrester. Kyle Forrester is going to shoot free throws, and it's in the double bonus, so he's going to shoot 2. So Forrester trying to put it out of reach here if he makes both. It's a one possession game right now. And he gets the first one. Forrester looking to seal it with the free throw. Possibly seal it. Let me not jump too far ahead of myself. There's 9 seconds left. A lot can happen in 9 seconds. Now here is the second free throw. 64-61. Free throw is good. 65-61. Favor of Granada Hills. Here comes the inbound. Gomez quickly. He's going to have to launch a three-pointer. And Rodriguez puts up a 3, no good. Rebound, 3 seconds, 1 second. And there is the game. There is celebration going on with the Granada Hills Highlanders that come in to Roosevelt Rough Rider Gymnasium and take away a victory. Take it home into the Valley for the West Valley League. The 9 seed upsets the 8 seed. And there you see the opposite side now where both teams give the sportsmanship handshake and congratulate each other for a great high school basketball game. It's about competition. It's about sportsmanship. It's about competing at this level and learning from this. Both teams will digest it. One, of course, for the benefit of the win, and the losing team, of course, will digest it for the end of the season for Coach Manny Medina and the Roosevelt Rough Riders. So, don't go away. We'll be back. Yeah, here we go. And what a game it was, down to the wire, and then some with the 4-minute overtime. But again, we don't know what happened there at the end of regulation. Something happened. A technical foul must have been administered against Roosevelt because instead of starting a 4-minute game or overtime with time on the clock, they shot free throws. So we want to make sure that point got covered there, and Granada Hills made 2 free throws and gave them the lead. We're going to give you the credits of the scoring and just our recap of tonight's really a thriller, dramatic game, and went down to the wire and then into overtime. Won in extra minutes, 4 minutes that is, by Granada Hills Highlanders, and the final was 65-61. And what a game it was. It was a lot of drama and a lot of passion, and they just couldn't do it. Too many turnovers at the end. Both teams suffered a lot of turnovers during the game, but in the clutch, free throwing, and Granada Hills will move on now to round 2. But let's give you the scoring totals here for Granada Hills. They were led tonight by Ashton Eckert with 18. We had Khalil Forrester 14, Xander Holly with 10, and Noah Ramirez with 16, and Sergio Bonat 2, and Isaiah Chavez with 7, and a total for 65. Leading the way for the Riders with 21 points was Johnny J.J. Gomez, and then we had with 14 Joshua Rodriguez, who also had at least 14 rebounds, and then in double figures was Kevin Lopez with 10, Romeo Avila with 10, and Joe Garcia with 6 for the final total. That will do it for the Roosevelt Rough Riders. They ended up the season with a 23-6 overall record, and final games for all the seniors, but especially for Johnny J.J. Gomez. To the winner go the spoils. They move on for a Friday matchup against most likely Westchester, is playing Washington Prep at the same time tonight. And for our production team, videographing and taking the shots of the game, Ricky Seamanthal. Also, we're going to give him producer's credit as well. And for production assistant and assistant scorekeeper, Jocelyn Chavez, doing a great job for us today here at East LA Sports Scene. And finally, yours truly, Rico Cabrera Sr., the executive producer, play-by-play announcer, and creator of EastLaSportsScene.com. But go to East LA Sports Scene Productions as well, and look at our website. You'll see a lot of good things there that might interest you for the way we cover sports in our style of coverage. So, take care and till we're together again. Be careful out there. Be safe. But more importantly, be cautious and healthy. And be back. We'll see you on our next production. Take care. And thanks for watching.